in case like you're starting out and like you ever have any of these points where you're like, I don't want to cut this fabric, I don't want to ruin it. Is even if you fail, you will learn. So even if this doesn't turn out well, hopefully I will learn from this mistake. I'll still cut other clothes, but I'll learn how, like, one way to not do it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Funmi, and if this is the first time seeing me, name of this channel is Funmi Dressmaker, and here we basically do fashion, DIY, crafts, and all of that fun stuff. No, we're not about to have a sleepover. We're not like, I did not just wake up like this. Today is a thrift flip video. If you don't know what a thrift flip is basically when you turn something old into something new. This is an old pair of pajamas that I have on right now. Yeah, we're going to turn these pajamas into a dress, a cute dress. I pray that this turns out well. I'm going to pop up the inspiration picture on the screen right now. Yeah, so that is what we're trying to recreate, and hopefully we get this right and I don't end up ruining this. So the first thing that we're going to do is to draw out our plan. So we're going to need bust measurements, back, waist, hips, gown length. So guys, this is a rough sketch of what we're going to do. On the phone here we have our inspiration picture, and this is what we're going to do. The only difference, or one major thing that we're going to change, is this belt. We don't have it in our dress, but basically it's still kind of the same thing. And next thing we're going to do now is going to take a while. I can't find my seam ripper, so like I'm using this tiny scissors tool that came with my sewing machine, but I'm basically just taking out all the seams, undoing the seams of the top and the bottom of the pajamas, so that I can make the most of the little fabric that we have. So this is what we have after I unraveled the stitches for the bottoms. This is one leg, the other leg is under it, so we have two of this, and then we have the top as well. I did not loosen the stitches on the top because honestly I was just tired, so we're going to use it like this. So we'll work it out. The first part that I'm going to get into is this area. We're going to do it like there's going to be a seam here, so this area is going to be a separate piece, and then this area is going to be a separate piece. So we're going to cut this top area from the top of the pajamas. So behold, we have our top. For the back, I'm going to cut the back of the upper area of this dress from the back of the top, and then these two front flaps, I'm going to get the front pieces from there. So I have it spread open, and I'm just going to fold it in half like this. Try and get it as even as possible. This is why it's actually better to cut to undo the seams, because when you're doing this you don't have to, like, it'll be easier to lay it flat. Okay, so this is as flat as we can get it right now. Moving on, first thing we're going to measure is my half length. I didn't actually write that down with the rest of the measurements, but my half length is about 14 inches, so we mark out 14 inches. I have my tailor's chalk here with me as well. Try and get the line as straight as possible and as visible as possible too. Then on this upper area, we're going to measure. My back measurement, or shoulder to shoulder measurement, is 14, so we're going to measure 7 inches here, and then the armhole is 8 inches, so 8 inches down. And I'm basically just doing a regular bodice block here, and right here I'm going to measure a quarter of my bust measurement, which is 8 1/4, and then we add an inch to that, so we have 9 1/4. Marking that as well, and then right here I'm going to measure my waist divided by 4, so we have 6 1/2, so we add an inch to that, which is 7 1/2. I'm going to add in an extra inch for that, so that I can put in that at the waist. So, and then we join up our points like that. Now for the neck area, as you can see, we don't have like a usual round neck. There's this shape right here. So to get that from here, I'm just going to go about 4 inches down. And that's basically it. So this is what we are cutting for our back piece. Yeah. And this is it right here. This is what it looks like when it's all opened. For the front, I don't know why I thought I should use this for the front, but I have changed my mind. This is not going to work out for the front piece, so we're going to use this, what we're about to cut now, for the back piece instead. And then we're going to put our zip at the back, because I wanted my zip to be by the side, but with the look of things, from the look of things, I think it would be better if we put it at the back. So we're going to have 2 back pieces. Actually, leave some space here for the zip around, and then just cut through. Let's do the other side. Yeah, now we have a cute crop jacket. So we have our 2 back pieces that are going to be like this, and then we have our front piece. We're going to move to the bottom half of our dress, and for this we're using the pants of our pajamas. We have 2 legs here, so we're going to fold this in half first of all. Both of them are together. We're going to fold this in half. From looking at this, like, this area is obviously wider, so it will be easier to get our hip measurement from here. So this is going to be the hem of the dress. The top area is already about 14 inches, so we're just going to mark from 14 inches on your measuring tape. We'll place 14 inches right here where we want to be the hem, and we'll just go down and see. I think 40 would be fine. So I'm just going to mark that area. So first of all, we're going to mark our waist measurements. Waist measurements divided by 4 and plus 2 inches. 1 inch for sewing allowance and another inch for darts. Mark that, and then our hip measurements right here, about 9 inches from there. And then we're just going to take it straight down from here. So we're going to cut this all out now. All of our pieces are ready. We have all the pieces ready. After cutting out the lower half, which is the skirt, I cut out those 2 strips. Those are going to be the straps, the sleeves, if you will, if that's what you want to call them, but the straps for the hands, the spaghetti hands. and those 2, this is the front, and that's the back, the upper front and the upper back. Another thing I want to show you, for the both of them, as you can see, like I cut out a facing for them to used to hem this area and the armhole area because it's sleeveless. So I basically just cut out a copy of this upper area right here. I did the same thing for the back as well. I'm going to take them to my machine and I'm going to roll them over and fold them to hem them properly. And after that, I'm going to join them with the facing to the upper part. But let's take it in bits. Let's just go and hem up these areas now. Okay, so I have sewn our straps, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention earlier, the straps that I cut are 1.5 inches wide and they are about 18 inches long, but I'm not going to need that much. Anyway, moving on. And the facing that we cut for the upper area, I ironed some stay on it just to strengthen it. And now, next thing I'm going to do is to actually attach the straps to the front area. So I'm just going to sew the facing and the facing and the actual body together along the top while attaching the straps there too. So after attaching it to the front, I'm going to do the same thing for the back. And change of plans, we're not putting the zip at the back anymore, we're putting the zip on the side. This is what we have right now. The upper half of our dress is basically almost done. I've attached the straps. I'm a little bit bothered because this line, like this area, doesn't, the pattern on the fabric is a bit, but we move regardless anyway. So I joined up the facing. Let me bring it closer. I joined up the facing, which basically serves as kind of like a lining, with the front area, and then I top stitched there. The next thing that I'm going to do is to put in darts in this upper area. First, remember we made allowance for 2 darts on the bottom, on the waist area, both for the front and for the back. So I'm going to put that. And also, when I tried this on my body, I realized that the front area, I'm going to have to put that on the side darts right at the armhole area, so just here. And then after that, I'm simply going to join the skirt part to the body, to the upper part. Our dress is coming together quite nicely. We've joined the bottom and the top, and then I've put in the darts at the skirt area, at the top area, at the sides too, so you can see there's a bit of, it looks wearable now. So I'm going to join the 2 sides together. And remember that I said we're going to put our zip on one side, so we're going to put our zip on the left side. That's actually where the zip is meant to be, on the left side. So we'll put it on the left side, so we'll add it when we're joining the seams for that area. And I'm still considering putting a slit on one side, like I did in the diagram or in the drawing or whatever. We'll see as it goes. Okay guys, so it's almost time for the big reveal. I'm just going to show you the sketch again. This is what we were going for, and I decided not to go with the slit anymore. So this is what we have. This is our dress, and I haven't put in the buttons yet, but like other than that, it's all done. I used some hemming gum to do the hem of the dress, and basically that's it. I'm still thinking whether or not I should do the buttons, but I think I like it better without the buttons. Let me show you. I don't know, I don't mind it without the buttons. I think the buttons are really cute. I looked everywhere to get these exact buttons, and now I don't know, I might not use it. But let me try on the dress and show you guys how it really looks on me. I'm so excited. So this is our dress, the finished product. I didn't go with the buttons eventually, but I might put them later on. Anyway, there are a few adjustments in case you want to do something similar. This area right here is too wide. Don't use your back to your shoulder to shoulder measurements. Maybe take out an inch or 2, because like there's so much room there. It's even worse at the back, so I'm definitely going to have to adjust it. I don't know if you can see it, but like it's even bigger there. So yeah, no, that's my major issue. And then the straps keep falling down because this place is too loose, so that's the only thing I would change about this dress. But other than that, I think I really like this dress, and I think I can wear it out in public and not everyone would realize that this was an old pair of pajamas. So thank you so much for watching this video. I certain that I hope that this has inspired you to turn that old pair of pajamas or that old nightwear into something cute and something fun. You can rate this dress in the comment section and tell me what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to drop that in the comment section as well. Here's my Instagram, come and say hi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I think we can change our uploading days to Saturday because this is like the second time I'm uploading a video on Saturday, and like I think that just works better. So Saturday is our new upload day. Thank you so much, my fellow dressmaker. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And ma, ooh, but I look good though. I look good.